Someone is hesitating. Someone is hesitating in love, and I can feel it. Someone is strongly hesitating. It's like I'm being shown somebody wants to push the button to say yes. Like somebody wants to say yes to you, say yes to the connection. But it's like they're like like they can't like bring themselves to do it. It's like they're like fighting themselves so hard over this connection. Who is this person, Spirit? Who is this person that is fighting so hard over this connection? Goddess Aphrodite, can we get some cards for clarity, please? Over this connection and why this person feels the need to fight so hard. Okay, because the Nine of Wings, this person is much more into you than you even realize, than they are even willing to admit to themselves. This person, okay, with the Obsession card, it's like they are crazy about the idea of having you, of what it would be like to be with you, to experience life with you, right? But it's like it feels like they are scared to lose themselves, or not even themselves. They're scared to let go of their ego, because that is how into you they are. And it's like they're not ready. Like they don't want to give you that power to hurt them, which, you know, we've all been through the heartbreaks, we've been through the traumas, we've been through the experiences, but this person is like, this person is different. Like the way that they love, the way that they care, the way that they offer their love it's as deep as yours, okay? And that's rare. Like you know that's rare. You know that not everybody loves like you. And so this person here with the support card, the Sun card, one, this person wants to support you, like in all that you do, in every way that they can. They also desire to be supported by you, as in like loved by you. And not just that, but this to me is always, whenever this comes out, I just see the angels like going to work. It's like this connection is divinely supported. And so it's basically like even if the ego gets in the way and the two of you are not able to, you know, necessarily come together at this time, like the angels, they've got it. Like there's nothing that you can do to stay away from somebody who is truly meant for you. Okay, like that type of love connection cannot be broken. And we have the King of Wands, so this could be an air sign involved, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this could also just have to do with this person's, it's like light as air, like this person's need to create a lightness in any situation because they've experienced so much heaviness. I feel like this is a really good balance to who you are, and that's why in your mind you're like, why are you not coming forward? But the button, it's like they don't even know why they're not coming forward. Can we get some cards for clarity on what is holding this person back? Like, aside from the fact that, you know, they have these deep wounds, they have healing that needs to be done. So we have strength and the romantic. We have understanding and the romantic. Princess of Shells and strength. This is crazy. I had a dream about this card. I think that it's almost like they're waiting. They're waiting to see what you do is what's coming through. They're waiting to see how you react to them pulling away, how you react, like what actions you take while they are not around, or like while they are not actively pursuing is what's coming through. And we have the Strength card and the Princess of Shells. Like you don't care. Like you are so in your energy. You are so all about your healing and about being the best you can be, and just like providing for yourself and taking care of yourself and genuinely enjoying your time. And what I do see is like you love to be admired because you admire yourself. And so when you are not admired by somebody who is near to you, you take that as a sign of disrespect, which who wouldn't? Come on. Like you've worked so hard to become who you are. You deserve a certain level of respect. You do deserve to be honored in this lifetime for who you are and the way that you love and the way that you offer your light and your peace to this world. And so with the Strength card here, it's like you have an understanding of this person that nobody has had before. And I think that's what is also coming through, is this person doesn't understand how you can be who you are and still love the way that you do. Like it's like I see their brain trying to put it together, that like, how can you be this person? Like how can you say you are everything that you say you are after being through what you've been through? With the Hierophant card here, and here's the kicker. This person isn't not into you. This person is just taking their sweet time. Like this person is very slow moving. Like they're very traditional. They really want to be in control of the situation. But here's the thing, like as as the counterpart, as the divine masculine, they have to be willing to let go of emotional control in order to take control of the situation. Because as a feminine, if you don't have that safety, if you don't have that, it's not even like a commitment as in ring and boyfriend, girlfriend. It has nothing to do with it. It has to do with like the desire, like feeling the desire of somebody, feeling like knowing that they're going to be there. They're actively wanting to be a part of your life and wanting to, you know, care for you and show up for you. And so it's like you're waiting for those actions is what I'm seeing. And it really comes down to that button. Like, is this person going to be willing to press that button? Like, how long are you going to have to wait for that button? Yeah. With the crossroads here, that's just a confirmation. This person is like, should I go or should I stay? Should I, like, Spirit, one last message. Truth. The truth will be revealed in time. You have somebody seeing you fully in your Empress energy right now. Like, whatever you've just done, whatever you've just decided for yourself, I'm hearing you might have told someone off, you might have spoken your truth, or you might have just stood firm in what you believed in regarding this situation with this person and what you're deserving of and who you are. And it's like whatever side of yourself that you've just shown this person, they've fully received it, okay? They've fully heard you. And I'm hearing somebody's about to shape up for you. Like somebody's about to, it's kind of like changing their ways and showing up for you in a way that they've never been able to do for somebody else, because it's you that has sparked this change in this person. It is you who has inspired this person to be better. And you're going to be receiving confirmation of that coming forward here. A gift of affirmation, a gift of some sort, or just a confession. Like I'm hearing a confession coming in from this person, followed by the Six of Wands. Yeah, this person is going to be taking a leap of faith towards you. I wanted this channel to be a little more simple than some of my other ones, because this feels like something that you're not supposed to overthink with the moon here. And I'm thinking, or I'm feeling that you get stuck overthinking this connection. You're not supposed to overthink this connection at all. In fact, you're supposed to think less and allow more. Allow it to happen for you, because this person, it's like they're going to show you. They're going to show you what you mean to them with the Nine of Hearts. If you allow it, this person is going to, it's like, I'm hearing verbal confession. This person does not want you going anywhere, okay? And so they are going to come forward and let you know that. And I'm hearing that you've been waiting for confirmation from this person. It's like you've been holding on to something. You've been holding on to this feeling that you have with the High Priestess coming out here and the Fool card. You've been trusting the process. You are going to receive your desired outcome in this situation. And I'm hearing you might even be questioning if you want this person to come back in your life or not. So that's completely up to you, but you are going to be receiving confirmation from this person that they do want to be a part of your life. They do want to take on the role of a provider, of giver, of protector. It's like there might be children involved in this connection. If not, there could be soon, because I'm seeing this person wanting to take on the role of like a more of a responsibility in order to kind of take responsibility off your shoulders in order to be who you need them to be. This person wasn't so willing before. And so whatever you've experienced previously with this person, it's kind of like starting over. Like I'm getting the energy of starting over with this person. Like I said, it's completely up to you if you're going to be receptive to this person or not, but they will be coming forward to you with that communication that you were hoping for.
The confession that's already been written. There is a specific kind of silence that exists between two people who both feel everything, and neither one is saying it. It isn't empty silence. It isn't the comfortable kind that settles between people who have known each other long enough that words become optional. This is the loaded kind. The kind with weight and texture and a pulse of its own. The kind where entire conversations are happening beneath the surface. In the way someone looks at you a half second too long. in the way they find reasons to stay close without ever fully closing the distance, in the way they pull back just enough to feel safe while watching from that careful distance to see what you'll do next. You know the silence. You've been living inside it. And if you're being honest with yourself, it has been both the most magnetic and the most exhausting place you've ever occupied. Because you can feel it, whatever it is, pressing against the air between you. You can feel the weight of what hasn't been said accumulating like weather. And somewhere in you, beneath the patience, the groundedness and the very reasonable decision you've made to simply live your life while this person figures themselves out, there's a quieter voice asking, when? The answer is closer than it has ever been. But first, let's talk about what is actually happening on the other side of this silence. Because you deserve to understand it, not to excuse it, not to use it as a reason to lower your expectations, but simply because the full picture changes something in how you carry this. This person is fighting themselves. Not you, not the connection, not even their feelings, because those are the one thing in this entire situation they cannot seem to argue with successfully. They're fighting the part of themselves that knows, with a terrifying, unambiguous clarity, exactly how much you mean to them. And that knowledge is the problem. Because to someone who has spent years being the one who feels less, who cares less, who holds the comfortable position of emotional authority in every connection they've been in, suddenly feeling this much is not romantic. It is destabilizing. They want to press the button. That's the image that keeps coming through. Someone standing in front of a door, hand raised, ready, and then pulling back. Over and over. Not because they don't want what's on the other side, but because wanting it this badly means that losing it would cost them something they're not sure they could absorb. And here's the thing about that fear that most people never quite articulate clearly enough. It is not a fear of you. It is a fear of themselves, of the version of themselves that emerges when they love someone completely. Of the vulnerability that comes with being fully seen by another person and choosing to stay seen anyway. That's what they're protecting themselves from, not you. Never you. What makes this even more layered is who this person is at their core. They are someone who brings lightness, who has developed, perhaps as a survival mechanism, the ability to lift the weight out of any room they walk into. Somewhere along the way, they experienced enough heaviness that they made a quiet internal decision to be the antidote to it, to themselves and to everyone around them. and that quality, that capacity to make things feel easier and airier and more possible is part of what draws you to them. Part of why the dynamic between you works in the way it does. But lightness, when it becomes a defense, is its own kind of armor. And this person has been wearing it for a long time. To love you the way you deserve to be loved. Fully, with both feet, without the parachute of emotional distance. They would have to put the armor down. And they are standing at that threshold right now, armor in hand, genuinely sure if they are brave enough to set it on the floor and walk through without it. Meanwhile, you have been doing something that has quietly astonished them. You have been living your life, not waiting, not shrinking, not monitoring every shift in their energy with the anxious attention of someone who has tied their okayness to another person's choices. You have been healing, growing, investing in yourself, moving through your days with a self-possession that is, and I want you to understand this, genuinely rare. And they have been watching all of it. They pulled back in part to see what you would do, to see if you would chase, reach, soften your standards in the absence of their pursuit. And what they found instead was someone who didn't miss a step. Someone who, without any performance or strategy, simply continued becoming more of who they already were. That response, your response, has done more to draw them towards you than anything you could have consciously planned. Because there is no greater signal of self-worth than the ability to be at peace with yourself when someone you care about is not actively choosing you. Not bitterness, not pretending you don't care, but genuine, quiet peace, the kind that says, I know what I am worth, and I am not in the business of convincing anyone of that. They see it. They have always seen it. And it is precisely what makes letting go of their ego feel simultaneously both impossible and absolutely necessary. Here is the insight that I think holds everything else together, the one that reframes the entire shape of this story. This person does not know how to reconcile you. They have a model in their mind, built from experience, from heartbreak, from years of watching how love tends to go, of what people are, of what it means when someone says they love deeply, when someone presents themselves as open and warm and genuine. They have learned the hard way to be skeptical of that presentation, to wait for the version underneath it, to hold back until the mask slips and the real, more complicated person emerges. And they have been waiting for your mask to slip. It hasn't. Not because you're performing, but because there is no mask. What they see is what exists. And that simple, almost disarming truth has broken something open in them that they are still in the process of understanding. How can someone be through what you've been through and still is Billy and still love the way you do? How can someone carry that kind of history and still show up this open, this self-assured, this genuinely themselves? They don't have an answer yet. But the question itself has changed them. And then there is this, the moment that shifted everything most recently. You said something, or you held something, or you stood in a truth that you refused to move away from, regardless of the pressure to do so. You showed this person a version of yourself that was not softened for their comfort, not adjusted to make the situation easier, not managed or minimized or packaged into something more digestible. You were simply completely, unapologetically real. And it landed. Not gently. It landed with the full weight of its honesty. This person received it in a way they couldn't deflect or rationalize or file away under some convenient category. It got through. It reached the part of them that has been quietly listening beneath all the hesitation and the ego and the careful distance. And something in them has been rearranging itself ever since. What is coming now is not small. A confession is forming. Not the casual kind, not a half admission dropped into conversation to test the waters, a real one. The kind that costs something to say. The kind that requires someone to step down from the position they've been holding and hand something over with both hands and an open chest. This person does not want you to leave. That is the most fundamental truth underneath everything else. The thing that when they are honest with themselves in the quietest moments, they cannot argue with or reason away. They do not want you to go anywhere. And they are preparing in whatever way people prepare for the most vulnerable moments of no's to their lives to tell you that. Not perfectly. Not with the ideal words in the ideal moment under ideal circumstances, but genuinely with the kind of honesty that only becomes possible when the alternative, staying silent while you potentially walk away, becomes more unbearable than the fear of being exposed. They are also preparing to show up differently, to take on more, to step into the role that this connection has always been asking of them. Provider, protector, genuine partner in ways they were not previously willing or equipped to offer. The change that is happening in them is not cosmetic. It is structural. And you are the reason it is happening at all. But here is what I need you to hear, because this part matters just as much as everything else. You are allowed to still be deciding. You are allowed to be in the process of figuring out whether you want to receive what is coming. Whether this person After everything is someone you want to open the door for. The fact that they are finally ready does not obligate you to be ready in the same moment. Your feelings are not a light switch. Your trust is not something that can be restored on someone else's timeline, simply because they have chosen at last to deserve it. You have been patient. You have been grounded. You have held your standard without wavering and your truth without apologizing. And whatever you decide when this confession arrives, to receive it, to take time, to ask for more evidence before you soften, that decision is yours entirely, and it is valid either way. What I will say is this: stop living inside your own analysis of this. The overthinking is not protecting you. It is just exhausting you. The connection is what it is, and the truth of it will reveal itself not through more thinking, but through what this person actually does when they finally step forward. Actions will tell you what no amount of mental processing can. So in the meantime, live. Actually live. Not as a strategy, not to prove something, but because your life is happening right now and it deserves your full presence. The laughter, the experiences, the moments that have nothing to do with this person or this situation, they're not distractions from what matters. They are what matters. And the love that is meant for you will find its way through regardless. It has been trying to reach you for longer than you know. It is close now, closer than the silence has made it feel. The confession is already written. It is sitting in this person's chest, fully formed, waiting for the moment when their courage finally outgrows their fear. That moment is coming. And you, exactly as you are, without changing a single thing about yourself, are the reason they are finally, after all of this, willing to say it out loud.